Hello again and welcome to my channel. I'm David Johnson. I'm a homeopath, and today we're going to be talking about Calendula officinalis, or Calendula for short. Calendula officinalis is another one of the most valuable remedies in homeopathy, and it's especially easy to use in topical preparations such as tinctures, lotions, or ointments. So calendula comes from a flower in the same plant family as arnica, but where arnica is better for bruising and blunt force trauma, calendula is better suited for when there's been a penetration beyond our first line of defense at the skin and mucous membranes. So we're talking about injuries such as cuts, scrapes, even puncture wounds and burns. So for example, after a penetrating wound, a cut, a scrape, a road rash, after that area has been thoroughly cleaned, calendula can be applied in these different forms depending on what you have on hand, and will help the wound to dry out and pull the wound edges together in the process of healing. Calendula is bacteriostatic, meaning that bacteria don't grow well in the presence of calendula. And it's also vasoconstrictive, meaning that the blood vessels that are causing the bleeding shrink or constrict to help the bleeding to stop. In Roger Morrison's excellent book, Clinically Verified Materia Medica, he points out how calendula also has mental and emotional indications for use. So for example, the initial trauma could be physical or mental or emotional, or both. And they might be experienced as a scrape to oneself, or a stabbing, or even a shooting to oneself or one's soul. So similar to aconite, the fright and the shock of the trauma can be followed by restlessness and anger. This anger can be focused on persons or events that one feels caused the injuries. Nevertheless, the anger can be internalized so as to not alienate any help. So a person's sunny disposition, just like the flower, is now replaced and trapped by anxious brooding, with the fear that perhaps one may never recover. In these cases, homeopathic calendula is used orally, internally, to help with the mental and emotional distress. In the world of classic 80s rock, the homeopathic mental emotional state of calendula is well spelled out in Bon Jovi's "You Give Love a Bad Name." My hope is that someday every wound clinic in the world would be well versed with the use of calendula for wound care. And in terms of the homeopathic community at large, that there would be a better and more clear understanding of these mental and emotional indications for use as well. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you again.